Hello and welcome to episode 11 of migostation. I am Millie and I am joined, as always, by the lovely Pigo.
Hello everyone, I am Pigorica.
Now we're on episode 11. Have we officially beaten that other podcast you said about?
I'm pretty sure, I guess now we are tied up. So the podcast I used to listen to, is that there's one pilot and 10 normal episodes, like episode 0, I would say. It's 11 episodes, basically. The thing is, like, the pilot was like 1 year before they really started, and it was like, they didn't really have an idea. It was two friends, and then later it became 4 friends doing the podcast.
Mm-hmm. Guess who else doesn't have an idea? We don't.
Yeah.
Also, we're winning because, quantity is better than quality.
Yeah. But I mean, if you don't take in consideration the pilot, yes, we won.
Whoa!
Yeah, wow.
And potentially there's gonna be our last podcast recording separately.
Yeah, this is gonna say there's a bunch of things we need to do. First, it's our 10th episode last time, and we didn't even fucking notice. So this is the 10th episode special.
Well, we noticed by the end.
No, but this is the 10th episode special, but it's on the 11th episode.
You know what this episode is? 30 subscriber special.
But I was gonna say, is it so special as well? And also, it's the commemoration. It's our last podcast separately.
Yeah.
And we also have a guest that you can't see, but there's a Marisa.
Yeah, we can see her underwear. It's a little concerning, actually.
Oh my god.
She's leaning back real relaxed.
She's chilling on the sofa. If you hear her snoring, she's just a bit tired,
Yeah, with her eyes open. Don't do visual jokes.
No, I'm waiting for you to say something. You're the host of this episode.
I said something and then I forgot what I said and now I'm panicking.
11 episodes, 30 sub special. Quality over quantity.
So, since we didn't really do much this week, let's talk about what we're going to do.
Oh, well, we did something. We did something. We watched Cars 2.
Oh, yeah, we did watch Cars 2.
And
welcome back to Movie Cast.
Yeah, okay. But come on, we are watching this movie. If you listen to the podcast and at this point you don't think you listen. I mean, we don't need to comment over it. I just think Cars 2 is my favorite Cars movie.
I think favorite maybe is a little insane. It's definitely much more entertaining than I remember. But I don't know. It's a bit silly. I actually got very disappointed at the end when the All in All creator turned out to just be faking it. I was like, ugh.
But I think this is good because it kind of was like, oh, we are never gonna use like renewable fuel, and they found out because like, oh, all in all, but then they found out actually it was just this guy. Now we can actually use renewable fuel for real because it's good. It's just this guy was an asshole. But I watched a video yesterday that said what was the original script. Not original script, but like one of the first scripts that Cars 3 had. And they have storyboards and shit like this. And the idea was that McQueen, there was like, first it's another car life. And he's kind of like, he doesn't know what is happening, kind of. He goes to a house. And there's like an old woman there saying like, you never do any shit. And then she turns on the TV and sees like McQueen saying he's gonna retire on his prime. And he asks like Sally on a marriage. And he looks kind of like scared about it. And the granny says like, go to your basement like you always do. And then he did that, but he's not understanding anything. And on the basement, he finds like a bunch of like car parts and shit like this.
And then Lee comes down and he explains.
Yeah, no, it's not about this. Listen to clinical. What is the episode?
Trials of Fury, right?
Yeah, Trials of Fury. Yes.
Was it episode 9?
Yeah. And But no, what happens is he sees like a bunch of car parts, and he's like kind of creeped out, and he finds out, like by seeing pictures that were like in a board, that this car, because he's a blue car currently, he finds out he's a criminal that is like making people switch bodies, and he's like he kidnapped McQueen and switched bodies with McQueen, basically.
What?
Yes, and like they are living like opposite lives.
So McQueen isn't even McQueen?
No, yeah, that's exactly the point. It's like this blue guy who was like, oh, always sad, always like bullied, shit like this. And then he's decided to like live the happy life as McQueen. And he did it. Now he needs like to go back, like he needs to turn into McQueen. But apparently
That sounds like horror.
Yeah, it's like fucking horror to think about it. But apparently on the first Cars movie, it was supposed to actually be kind of the same thing, the original script. It was Mater was supposed to be McQueen. They were supposed like switch bodies, basically.
Really? Huh.
Yes. Something around that. But this
He's gonna have to learn to be humble by living in the body of
yeah, it's what I thought so.
Yeah.
But apparently this didn't go forward because the guy ended up like dying, and he was suffering already from like diseases and stuff. And he apparently, I don't remember like his name in specific, but he is like the dad of the Boo dub, you know, like Boo from Monsters. I forgot the
Incorporated.
Incorporated, thank you.
Or just Monsters Inc. as any normal person.
Monsters SA.
Yeah. Don't say that!
if
the Portuguese version sounds too problematic.
So in Portuguese Brazil, it's called Monsters SA because SA is kind of like how incorporated.
You know, I'm interested to watch the real Cars 3 again. Well, it actually hasn't been long since I watched it. I watched it for the first time at the end of last year. Well, middle of last year.
I watched it on the cinema. I remember that.
Yeah. But I was gonna say, I remember it sort of being like my favorite one because it felt very profound to me in the end. But I listened to like a critique of it recently, and it sort of made me think. Actually, they have a lot of good points, and it kind of makes me see things a bit differently. Like they say, basically, like McQueen is getting frustrated with his trainer all the time, and he's justified to because they're genuinely doing a bad job, and like. In the end, we're supposed to feel like McQueen's being a dick, and he's like, no, actually, McQueen is kind of justified. He has a race he needs to win, and he's kind of having his time wasted. But I like the message at the end of the movie. Yeah, although I do remember being frustrated watching it. I was like, they're gonna go the wrong direction. They're gonna make McQueen have a redemption, and he shouldn't have a redemption. The message should be that he has to move on, you know? There's an important lesson to learn.
I like the idea of like his redemption being like changing as a coach, you know? Like Doc
exactly.
Quotes.
Yeah.
I guess we talked this on the one of the movie podcasts because we are always talking about them. But I thought like I guess it closes Cars' story very well. Different from Toy Story, you know, because on the Cars movie it's impossible for someone to do a Cars 4 if McQueen isn't like doing some crazy ass thing that isn't like if it's like illegal racing or something like this, you know. Because the whole idea of Cars 3 is like cars are getting better, McQueen is getting behind. Someone replace him, and there's no way McQueen can like install a turbo or some shit like that now and go back to racing because that doesn't make any fucking sense, you know?
That's the thing. If they did a Cars 4, it would either have to be different protagonist or like not about racing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but I don't even say like not about racing because like Cars 2 is not about racing. It's like about spies and shit, but there is racing involved.
I think there's more elements of racing to it. I guess like it's not super important. It's kind of more of a background thing.
No, yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's related to racing. That's why I said like, oh, maybe it's like illegal racings or something like this. You know,
the most ridiculous thing of that film is a stock car beating an F1 car in a street course.
What? I think it is quite funny, yes. But I think more funny was like the F1 car just not like fucking dying when he got to the dirt.
Yeah. But the thing is, like, I think in real life the F1 car would be so fucking far ahead by that point that it wouldn't matter.
But he would get stuck. Come on the dirt. They got stuck on sand.
Have you seen the video of Max Verstappen driving an F1 car in the fucking snow? They can do it.
Yeah, good point.
They'd probably have to drive the race in wet tires or something, but it would still be faster.
Oh my god. Anyways, we watch Cars 2. That's everything. But, you know, if they want to do a Cars 4, I'm going to be pissed off, but I'm going to watch it.
Yeah, definitely. It would be cool just to watch it together, you know.
There's the Mario Galaxy movie we need to watch as well.
Oh, hell yeah. If it's still in cinemas.
I don't think it will be. By the time I'm there, I also don't want to spend money on watching the Mario Galaxy movie. Sorry. Maybe when another cool film appears, we can watch.
Yeah. It's quite short as well, isn't it? The Mario Galaxy movie.
I wouldn't have a problem with it. The thing is, like, I want to go to the cinema to watch a cool movie.
Imagine we get to watch the fourth Cornetto trilogy movie together. Wouldn't that be fucking awesome?
That would be... Well, then it would be a trilogy.
Okay, whatever.
But yes, that would be actually super cool to watch together. Because we love the Cornetto trilogy. Now, obviously, I love Mario Galaxy, the game. But I know the movie isn't like peak. I remember, I think the worst experience I had with cinema, aside of Minecraft movie, was... I went with a friend, like to hang around at the shopping center, and he said like, "Oh, let's watch a movie." I'm like I'm not doing anything. We're gonna spend the day together. Let's just like watch a movie, and that's what we did. And he said like, "Oh, it's like Kong versus Godzilla." I don't know which one specific it is. I think it's like the second one that had like appeared. Because one is Kong versus and one is Kong with Godzilla or something like this. Kong and Godzilla, something like this. This is a weird title. And I watched it, and it was like literally like shut your brain off moment and like watch the movie basically. And I think I generally think it was like the worst amount of money that I have ever spent on the cinema. The Minecraft movie I didn't pay. I paid for popcorn, and that was all.
I'm trying to think. Worse for me, maybe it was. What was that film with the giant robots? It was like inspired by like anime. The first movie is good, but the second one sucks. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, that film. I watched the sequel. I'd never seen the original, and it was terrible. I was kind of like joking about how bad it is for the film. Have you ever been to the cinema for a date?
For a date? No, I never.
I think I definitely did once at least. We watched what's it called? Fuck, I'm forgetting everything.
Do you mean like a romantic
Transformers.
date?
We watched Transformers Dark Side of the Moon, I think. Don't remember anything about it. Yeah, a romantic date. I think I was 12 years old.
I think like
Doesn't
not
really
even
count.
with friends. I don't know. I guess it's not really a thing like bringing someone to the cinema as a romantic thing. I just think like all the times I went to the cinema, I either went alone, which is not bad. I just wanted to watch the Ghibli movies, or I went like I think this was the actually specific time I went with a friend, because I never went with a friend before to the cinema. Mostly it was like with my family.
It's funny, if I think about like best cinema experience, it might be when I went to watch Bocce last year. I went alone into like a pretty almost empty cinema, but it was like just awesome to watch like anime.
Yeah, but that's exactly the experience I have with Ghibli Fest here. I like every day there was like a movie, a Ghibli movie airing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna like watch it, and I would like go alone, and I would be like, oh, I'm gonna like buy a monster here on the bus station. I'm gonna go to the cinema. I'm like, it would be like sometimes a bit empty, sometimes like very full. For example, was it Ponyo? I don't think it was Ponyo. It was another movie. I know when they put the Chihiro movie, fucking like expired. Like all the seats were sold in seconds. Like all the other movies that weren't by the Ghibli guy, that I forgot the name.
Miyazaki.
Huh?
Miyazaki.
Yeah, Miyazaki, yes. For example, there is Only Yesterday, which is actually a pretty good movie that I watched. I really liked it. But it's not made by me. Only Yesterday, yes.
Oh, don't know that
one. Yes, exactly, because it's not made by Miyazaki. It's made by another director. And it's actually, I mean, it's not a super amazing movie. It's not the Ghibli movie that you would expect, like, magic and shit like this. But it's like a very cozy movie showing, like, how a girl, like, grew up, basically. And it's very awesome. I really love it. But when I went there, I'm not joking. I literally think there was like 7 people, just like there was in the Bocce movie.
Yeah, I genuinely think it was like 7 with Bocce as well. Yeah, I remember one of the other things I remember about that experience in particular was like I just got glasses. It was my first time watching a movie with glasses, and I was like, "Ooh, I can see shit."
I don't know if I said this here, but I'm like briefly comment. I hate 3D movies. To wear glasses.
You definitely told me.
Yes, that's because I don't know what stuff I tell you on the podcast and what I don't. So maybe I will repeat myself. I don't like wearing the 3D glasses because they make the move get darker.
Yeah. I don't know. I always thought it was kind of a fun gimmick. I don't really mind.
I'm not saying it's not a fun gimmick, but you know, if every time I go to the cinema someone says, "Oh, let's watch 3D," I go like, "Fuck no, I don't watch 3D."
Oh, you know, actually, maybe my best cinema experience was watching Day of the Doctor in 3D.
Oh, that's awesome. No, but like, I don't know.
Because that's like an event, you know, that's awesome.
Yeah, I guess...
It's a live broadcast in the cinema.
I can't say, like... It feels kind of lame to say this, but I guess it's much because of the hype that was around.
Yeah.
When I watched Avengers Endgame. It was like... We're watching it. Everyone in the cinema was like screaming like when shit happened. It was like fucking awesome. And I like a moment everyone wanted to like follow Avengers.
Yeah, still to my sister's chagrin, I've still never watched those movies. I remember
it's not good. They are not good.
I don't really like the Marvel movies. Well, I like the MCU movies in particular, I guess. I like the old Spider-Man ones. I think those are cool. But
I don't think they're bad. They are just action Marvel movies supposed to be blockbusters.
Yeah, this is the thing. Because like my sister, well, there's been a couple of things, but one of them she was saying, "Oh, you should watch all the MCU movies in order. It's so satisfying." And I'm like, I just don't want to sit through like 20 action films in a row. I don't know. It just seems...
I think it's much easier when you like the characters or like you have nothing to do.
It is funny. Like I remember I guess I didn't really understand how the tomato meter worked, but I remember when Black Panther came out, my friends were saying like, "Oh my god, it's literally 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. It's like it's literally got a perfect rating." I was like, holy shit, that's like insane, isn't it? Like to get a perfect score, all critics thought it was good. I'm like, there must be some like cinematic masterpiece. So I went with them to watch it, and I was like, it's just another fucking action movie. I don't know.
I think it's because it has a lot of meaning behind it, you know. It's
not like only the
Black Panther meaning behind it. I don't think it's like only the Black Panther movie, you know. It's like the whole meaning of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I seem to remember it was like cool vibes, but then like sort of the last fight wasn't super interesting to me.
I didn't.
In general, I just don't really like fight scenes that much. This reminds me of like talking to people about Mob Psycho. I remember I love Mob Psycho season 1 more than season 2, and I like season 3 more as well. Season 3 is awesome. But the thing is, people love season 2 because of the awesome fight scenes. There's so many fight scenes. I'm like, I don't know, I get bored of watching fight scenes. I like jokes and like funny, like actual meaningful plot shit happening. I don't know.
You know what is funny? It's because I mentioned to you that like, oh, let's watch like Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yes.
And like the second season is much better than the first one. You're not gonna guess why I like the second season more.
Because of the fights?
I mean, it's the whole
It's kind
plot,
of the
but it's like
opposite of what I thought. Because I remember, I actually remember the vibe of when like season 1 came out. It was like, oh, this is like an anime where it's all just like these serious fights. It's like super nicely animated, super cool choreography. And I was like, I don't know. But then season 2 came out, it seemed to pop off like crazy, and I was like, it seemed to be more of like a story
but that's what I'm gonna say.
characters in season 2. So I don't know, I feel like season 2 I'm gonna like a lot more.
I don't want to like give you spoilers or like put expectations or like doubts or anything.
Yeah.
How I saw it was like the season 1 is much more focused on like the main character, and the second season is much more focused on like whatever shit is happening. Yeah, well, also, but like, I mean, the thing is like Gojo really
I feel like I didn't hear about Gojo until season 2 came out. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but that's the thing is like it kind of really pops off in the second season because it shows like his whole background. It shows like him doing crazy, insane shit because he's like the most powerful, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think like the season 2 is, I think the fights are interesting for the reasons that they are happening. But like I don't know, the season 1 is kind of like, I think it's kind of lame. And the second season animation is pretty good as well. Sorry, enslaved workers.
I'm trying to
animators.
say. Oh yeah, I can't remember what it was. I was listening to an episode of Trash Taste. It was just a random one, I think. And they were talking about, I think it might have been Jujutsu Kaisen or maybe something else, I don't know. But they were saying about how like, oh, they haven't watched an episode, but they know everything that happens in the story, every character that dies at each moment or something.
Because of spoilers or because like they...
I guess because of like spoilers on Twitter or something.
So,
I never see spoilers for things. I don't know.
You know, the second season, I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it's, yes, like there's a lot of like shit that you wouldn't expect to happen.
Yeah. It also reminds me of like, have you seen Demon Slayer? Kimetsu no Yaiba?
No.
No. Because I remember there was so much hype about that as well.
Exactly because of that I didn't watch it.
And there was this thing where people saying, oh my god, I think it was episode 19 or 17 or something like that. People were like, episode 19 of Kimetsu no Yaiba, what? Everyone has to see this shit. And I hear a lot of people like, oh yeah, I started watching it because of that hype at that moment. I watched it, I literally didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. I was like, which point is it? I don't even know what happened that people thought was so hype.
But the thing is, like, I guess people, when they hype animes,
also,
they always
Tanjiro
like...
is the most boring main character of all media. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is true. Because I know people think he's bland, kind of.
Yes.
Well, yeah, the thing is, I guess every time, like every year, there's like an anime people really want to watch. I don't want to drop shades on Friering, but like I think some episodes of Friering are like maybe not as interesting as people hyped.
That's interesting. Oh my god, this actually reminds me of something I wanted to do for this episode. Oh my god. Anyway, I was gonna say, I was just thinking about this recently. I was like, yeah, I guess not all of the episodes are super interesting, but for some reason, like for me, when I watched it, it just felt so perfect. I don't know how to put it. It's like I was in the perfect like place for it. I mean, I guess a lot of people were because it's so highly rated, right?
Another thing is like, you know, if you want to rate it 10, 9, or if you want to say it's shit, it's 1. I don't know.
It's a 10 for me.
I really love it. I think I put a 9 on it. I don't remember.
I put it 9.5 the first time I watched, and then I put it 10 the second time. You put a 9.5. I remember.
I put a 9.5. Okay, perfect. I was like, maybe I don't know if I would change it right now. I just think like there are episodes that like are obviously not like super interesting, but people hype it so much for hearing. I mean, deservedly, but like it's like sometimes they just hype stupid shit. I think people, when they hyped Mob Psycho, I really loved it. When people hyped One Punch Man, I really loved it as well. And like why. Shit like this. Huh?
I wonder why.
Oh, the first season.
Same creator is all I'm saying.
Yeah, but the thing is like, like when One Punch Man came out, it was like it's the comedy show that is so fun and there's like crazy animation and like haha Saitama defeats with one. I think when Mob Psycho came out, it was much more like about how a mob deals with like living.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like the hype around One Punch Man season 1 was fucking insane. I honestly like. I was like very into anime for a long time at that point. I don't think I'd ever seen anything like that. Like before the show even came out, everyone was like, One Punch Man is gonna be the greatest thing of all time. I guess it's because it's kind of a very beloved webcomic and it's being animated by Madhouse. It's like, you can't really go very wrong. But yeah,
and they did a pretty good job.
They did do a pretty good job. I still think it's a bit overhyped. Maybe I haven't watched it in a long time, but
I'm gonna be very honest. I think it's literally what people say. The season 1 is like fucking perfect. The season 2 and 3 are like just like they didn't give a shit about animating it. So
didn't
like
they give it to
horrid.
like JC Staff or someone? I don't know.
Yes, and it looks horrible. It looks genuinely horrible.
I never watched season 2. I was kind of out of anime when season 2
No,
came out.
I didn't watch it as well. I read the manga like when season 2 stuff happened, before the season 2 came out.
And the art in the manga is fucking awesome.
But I saw like the clips and everyone was like, it's not the same thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of like stick with the season 1, something like that.
Madhouse just have a special touch more than anything, honestly.
Yeah. I would love to watch. Maybe I will put on the list to watch One Punch Man again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's a short series, I guess, if we just watch season 1.
Yeah, I don't
it's
really
fun.
watch the other seasons.
Weirdly, some reason my mind I like associated with The Devil is a Part-Timer.
I don't remember this.
You don't know
The Devil's a
Hatarakamosama?
No, the devil
That's the
is
one
a
where
part-time.
the demon lord comes to Earth. It's like a reverse isekai and he works at McDonald's. Or Whack-Donald's.
I don't know those.
You don't know it?
I saw it, but I never saw what it's
It's
about.
so good. It's so good. We should watch this together.
We put on the list on this one.
Yeah. Interesting thing about that though, again, like season 1 was amazing. Season 2 came out like 10 years later. I remember they were like, Devil is a Part-Timer is getting a second season. Everyone was like, what? How old anime can get second seasons? And it was okay. It was like, it didn't have the same aura. I rewatched the first season before I watched season 2. But yeah.
I wanna just okay. It is called like this in English as wait, is it? I don't know properly the name. Okay, no, it's because it's called Samurai Jack in Portuguese. I was kind of wondering if it's the same in English.
The cartoon.
So yeah. So I was gonna say, because we watched a regular show today as well.
Yeah.
But I was watching like a few videos, and apparently what happened with Samurai Jack is that they didn't finish at the time Samurai Jack, and then 10 years later they said like, let the people finish, let them finish, let and give them like all the creativity they want to do, like, and they did it, and apparently it was like one of the most beloved final seasons.
Yeah. Do you know Afro Samurai?
Ah, yes, I do.
Voiced by Thingy. What? My brain just can't remember anything today. This is crazy.
Ding.
Samuel Jackson. That's it. Is that right? I don't know.
Samuel Jackson. And we can do the connection with Marvel again. He's the guy from S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
Yes. You said we don't have anything for commenting about what we did recently, but to be honest, that's kind of all we did.
I actually, while we were talking, I did think about something else we did. We played Papers, Please.
Oh yes, we finished Papers. We played Civ as well. I forgot about this.
Oh, that was a couple of weeks ago, I think.
Oh, we didn't comment about it. Well, yeah, Papers, Please. I think it's been the first time like I watch you play something. Usually it's me playing while you screen sharing.
Is that true? Yeah,
most of
maybe.
it. Well, Clinical Trial was me playing, and you were just reading it.
Yeah, I feel like there was something early on where it's the other way around, but I can't think.
Sana Hanabira.
Oh well, I guess there was also Little Goody Two Shoes. I didn't hear you.
Yes. Well, you didn't finish Little Beauty Shoes.
No.
I'm talking like games we finished. Well, you didn't finish Silent Hill 2 because you're a
Oh,
baby.
true. You watched me play Silent Hill too, yeah. No, I did enjoy it. I did enjoy it, but I just felt like I got to a point where I couldn't make progress. I don't know. I remember fighting a boss and like not being able to beat it.
You're like me. I don't always want to play games. I just want to watch someone playing it.
Yeah. I also like starting new things. I remember this was a problem with me with anime for a long time, so I'd be like, I want to start a new anime, and then like I would always be like that, so I just have a bunch of anime uncompleted.
But that's basically what we are doing now. We have a bunch of animes uncompleted. We're like, oh, let's watch all the animes of the season, and then we stopped watching. Then we went, I want to watch this anime, and then we just started watching. We are gonna watch what is name?
Arakawa Under the Bridge.
Probably, if we don't spin the wheel again.
Yeah, we should watch it tonight. I'm in the mood for it.
I love it.
I think, because I think about it a lot, like, I like watching movies, because it's like, you watch it, I've been wanting to do this, you watch it and there's no pressure to like continue to the next movie in the series or whatever. It's just like a complete thing. I guess you don't quite get that with anime. But I don't know, like, I think it would be cool to like... and the other problem I have actually, if I say this, like, every time an episode ends, it feels like, do I continue or do I stop? With a movie, you just watch until it ends, right?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, I feel like maybe it's good to like have some kind of commitment, like, oh, we're gonna watch this, let's watch 6 episodes in one go, because that's about 2 and a bit hours, right?
I think that's very true. Every time it's like, if you watch a movie, it's like every time you pause, you want to like, oh, I need to go to the bathroom. You go to the bathroom and you're like, oh, but I have a movie to finish, you know?
Yeah.
Then you go and finish the movie and it's like, oh, you finished the movie? No, you do something else. But if you watch an anime, it's like, oh, we got to the ending. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna check my phone real quick. Then you check your phone and like, oh, fuck, there's this thing happening. And then you start doing something else and... Bleh.
Yeah. I guess that's another nice thing about group watches though, is because like when you're in a group, you feel more committed to watch something. I was actually gonna say like the other hand of the same.
That is not true. I think that, wait, sorry, before I say anything, I think all the group watches I had, it was like people who were extremely uncompromised with whatever we were gonna watch.
Oh god, actually, I remember, because now I'm thinking about watching Girls Band Cry, and like for me kept pausing and doing like typing shit. I was like, well, what's going on?
I mean, for me, well, everyone enjoys anime differently. For me, does like this.
I kind of, maybe it's my autism, but I kind of like knowing, like, there's a beginning and like there's a point we're gonna stop. I guess that's an annoying thing. It's like you watch with a group of friends and you're like, do we watch another episode or not? Like, do we want to watch another one or? Maybe it's like good to like commit to a number of episodes or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really like to have schedules, but this is generally like having it's like both my ADHD and autism like conflicting with each other.
Yeah.
But I like to have like a time specified of like what I will do. So like I schedule like we need to schedule watching an anime because otherwise I won't do it.
Yeah. Well, maybe we need like, well, because I guess we often do things where it's like we're gonna have like a meal, like dinner or lunch, and like while we eat, that's when we start the film, right? It feels like pretty natural to me. But I guess if we're watching an anime, it's nice to commit to a certain number of episodes, so we know like how long we're going for. I feel like that's important to my brain. Like if I'm watching a really long film, I'm like, oh, but like we'll get to the end eventually.
I'm gonna be honest. We kind of did this when we were together. I think when we are together, it's gonna be much easier because we watch all of Fearing together.
Yes.
And like we we didn't really have channel. We just
We
wanted
kind of watched.
oh,
We all kind of watched like 2 or 3 episodes a day, didn't we?
yes, basically. And I think that's like a reasonable amount since like we have free time currently.
2 to 3 episodes. That's
we-
like an hour.
I mean, it's an hour and a half, you know.
Is it?
What is it? I don't know.
An episode
I
is.
think it's, you
I think an episode is like 20 to 24 minutes.
know, I like to maybe turn anime into like a compromise, which is like I am compromised to like watch this 3 times, like 3 episodes per day for like maybe weekly, but like or daily. It doesn't matter. It's just like if I don't have this, I might like get very hyped up one day and like never watch it again because I want to do other shit as well.
Yeah. I remember like back. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, this is exactly what happened with Girls Band Cry. We were gonna do a group watch, and then Fumi was kind of like, "Oh, when do you want to watch again?" And then we were like, "Fuck!" It was like, I was like, "Oh, whatever." He just watched everything by himself because we really loved it.
We should name this episode "How to Watch Anime."
Yeah.
I remember actually when I was like single or whatever, I used to watch anime in 5-episode chunks. And the thing is, when you're single, that's like kind of okay, I guess, because like, well, I would aim to. Sometimes I would struggle.
I think much more things are okay when it's single.
Because 5 episodes is, I consider that bang on 2 hours. I don't know, because I think 24 hours times 5 is 120. Anyway, so it's a nice chunk. It's like movie length. But the difficult part is how you get to like, if you're watching like a 12 or 13 episode series, you get 10 episodes in after 2 chunks, then you got 2 episodes left. The thing is, when I'm single, I'm just like, I'll just watch 2 episodes and start 3 episodes of another anime. But then, like, if you're like in a group, it feels wrong to do
Weird,
that.
yeah.
I don't know, it feels like asking too much of someone.
I generally feel like because we started dating, I feel like I had to not give up, or like adapt how things work. But for example, there are some visual novels I really want to play. The problem is like when we play visual novels, we kind of like read in our minds. It's kind of like reading a book.
Yeah.
And the thing is like when we are playing together, we kind of like feel the need to like voice over. And when I don't want to sound badly, but like every time we play visual novels, it's kind of like I guess you're like expecting, like waiting for me to finish the line and like waiting for you to finish the line. And like we don't know which speed everyone reads. Someone reads the speed differently, you know?
Yeah. Or,
It's like I finish reading and I'm like, can I advance? Can I not?
I mean, what
Like,
we actually end up doing is we just voice characters. But the thing is, that's quite tiring if you're playing a whole
yeah,
different...
I mean, when we played Sono Hanabira, we were like voicing everything.
Yeah.
And it was tiring already.
I mean,
Then
that
we
was
started
only
play-
like a 2-hour game or whatever.
Yeah, but we started playing the other one, and then we were the ghost ones, and we were like, 5 minutes in, and we were like, this won't last.
I don't know, I wasn't getting good vibes from that game. Also, it was
Me
reasonably
neither.
long, if I remember correctly.
I think it was reasonably boring.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe if I played more, I would like it. But the point is, like, I want to play VNs, and it's kind of like, maybe it's more intimate thing. And I feel kind of bad, you know?
No, I think that's perfectly fine. Because I think about how, like, once again, going back to when I was single, I don't know, all I fucking cared about was, like, anime. Anime was, like, my top priority in my life. I was just like, my goal in life is to, like, watch and enjoy as much anime as possible. I was really that kind of nerd. When I started going out with you, I felt like there's something more important, you know? I don't know. I'm happy to just spend time with you.
Oh, how adorable!
Yeah. So it's like kind of crazy. I've like hardly watched any anime since. I mean, I still love anime. It's just different because I would just like watch whatever the fuck and I wouldn't drop it. Like even if I wasn't like super into it, I'll just be like, well, whatever.
I think that's why I need to turn into like a schedule what I do with anime. Like even playing games, sometimes I like not feeling like, I guess if I have like something specified that I want to play, because if I don't, I would just like fall back into Osu.
I like when I have a few options of things that I'd be happy to do. Like, I was actually thinking, like, when we were playing Papers, Please, I was like, oh, I feel like kind of awesome because, like, we got Papers, Please kind of as, like, a main thing we're working through. If we're in the mood, we can watch a movie instead or, like, an anime or something. And then also, like, I was like, oh, maybe we can play Mixtape because we both seemed kind of interested in that. Which we never ended up playing. But I don't know, I'm still into the idea.
We just finished Papers, Please, come on. But I was gonna say, when we played Civ, it was kind of like this. I looked at Civ, and I was like, oh, I like never played Civ. And I was like, oh, it was like you play with friends. I used to play it. I was like, no, I'm gonna buy it right now because if I lose this hype, I'm not gonna ever fucking play it. I just played. Then you were like, oh, I don't know what to do, and I was kind of just like, kind of sad, bad mood.
What are you talking about? I don't know what to do when.
When we started Papers, Please. What happened for me, at least in my view? Kind of like, I was like doing what I always do, is like check internet, go scroll Twitter, just doom scroll randomly without any point. And then you were like, let's do something. You know, I think we were both kind of like sad. And then you like just said like, let's do something. And then you were like, I was like, oh, what do you want to do? And then you started streaming. Bomb. Boom, boom. I was like, oh, Papers, Please. And then they started playing. I was like, oh, this is such a fun moment. It generally brightened up my day so much. Oh. And then we finished the game after a couple of days.
Yeah. I think I've been kind of like thinking about this. Like, maybe this is kind of a serious topic to talk about on the podcast. I don't know. But,
I'm scared.
I was like, kind of thinking about like how I feel like I got more confident with like trying to help you out of like feeling sad or whatever. Like,
can I give a point?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if this is too personal to talk on the podcast as well. I feel like in the beginning of the relationship, you were extremely shy about doing anything on your own. Like you never wanted to take the lead because you were afraid I was gonna judge you.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't want to take the lead. You know? No. I just wanted to be led.
I think we're too similar.
Yeah. And then you open Papers, Please. I was like, Papers, Please can be a fun moment. And then you started playing. I was like, oh, this is nice. She did a cute thing for me.
Yeah.
I generally feel like it generally helps out me so much when you go like, let's do a fun thing. Let's do this thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. If you say let's play a game, this is like so fucking broad. Let's play a game. What game are you gonna play?
Yeah.
If it's like let's play a game, it's like if you tell me one game, I'm gonna be like, oh, that's probably gonna have something better. So I'm gonna like, oh, I'm not feeling like it. Now if you say like, I'm gonna play Papers, Please, and I'm gonna like, yeah, that adds up. You know, like let's play Papers, Please then.
And I was kind of thinking like, I feel like if I were like, this is what I would want me to do if I were you. I don't know. I think we kind of talked about it, and I was just like, yeah, you know what? Why not just play it? I was gonna say though about like, I guess kind of like last night as well. Like, I think you were kind of in a little bit of a low mood. You kind of didn't want to talk so much, and I was, I don't know. I don't want to like, because I feel like before, it might have made me feel a bit like embarrassed to talk too much, or like maybe I want to be quiet as well. But I was like, I don't know, I want to show you like how, I don't know, I don't want to be awkward, I just want to like feel good, right? So I was just like, I'm gonna keep talking to you happily. I'm gonna be confident and like help you sort of ease you out of it. You know?
I told you sometimes I go nonverbal, so like I don't really want to talk. I want to be like on my own.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm playing Jump King, and then you were like, oh, really? Let me watch. And then I started watching you. I felt like, My wife is so lovely. I generally love this type of companion where she's just by my side. You know?
Yeah. Because like in my head I was thinking like, I just want to like make things easier for you. I want to make you feel comfortable, so I'm just gonna like, you know, talk to you happily, show you that I'm like, not things aren't awkward or whatever. It's just like,
Yeah, it makes me pretty happy, honestly.
I still feel like, even though like we are like spookily similar, I guess I still feel like I'm kind of learning more about you and like how to help you. Because I remember I used to sometimes freak out about this. Like sometimes you're like feeling down, and I feel like typically I'm not good at cheering people up. But like it's really important to me because like if you're sad, like I'm sad, you know what I mean? So like I want to do my best to put a smile on your face because I can only smile if you're smiling, you know?
I think like, I mean, we are extremely similar, but like we, like I said, we still have differences. I don't know, but I generally think like we never saw something badly. We just learned how to adapt to each other. So
Yeah.
sorry if this is personal again. I remember I would be sad, and then you would get sad.
Yeah.
And when you were sad, I was like, I did something extremely wrong. And then I would be like trying to comfort you. And I was like, I don't know. I would feel happy. I would not say like, oh, I would hate to do this. I just felt like I need to care about you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Then like we started like when I'm in a low mood, and you go like being all kind, and it just like cheers me up so much. Honestly.
Yeah. I think that was kind of like a bad like phase where like you would be sad and I would be like panicking in my head like, oh, how can I like help her? And I was like, I can't do anything. I'm so hopeless. I start like feeling really bad about myself. I remember like I was going through a phase where like I kept like crying when you were sad, and I'm like this, and then like when you even be saying like, I know this isn't helping. I feel really bad about this. I don't know. But this, I told you, right? Like I want to do better. I want to be able to like be there for you all the time. Cause like
I think even when you were like panicking, I think like comforting you comforted me somehow. Honestly, but it's like I don't like to think that if I'm sad, you get sad because you think you did something wrong. You know, I prefer the idea that like you're sad because like you have compassion to me and like something bad happened to me and like it affects me.
Yeah.
Or something. I don't like to think like, oh, I'm feeling sad, so because I'm sad it affects you, and so like you get sad because you can't comfort me.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, but like we ever talked about how like we are like both very like empathetic people. So it's like it's very easy, like, you know.
We are very empathetic people, because to the last podcast, we need to kill people we eat meat.
Yeah, well, 'cause those people have no empathy, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's like the paradox of like tolerance. You can't tolerate someone who's intolerant, you know.
Yeah. Oh, well, I was just thinking about like, I guess if you're like us, it's like easy to just like, if you see someone sad, you just feel sad, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like when you're sad, I sometimes I don't like get as sad as you. Like, because like I remember when I would be sad, you would be fucking like terrified. you would cry, and I would be like, oh my god, I need to comfort you. When you're sad, I just feel like kind of like I need to take care of you. No, you're my baby. I was like, I'm like, it's okay, honey. Like, I know it's bad.
Yeah. There are some times where like I feel really happy. Like, I mean, I guess partly because of like estrogen that like I can cry with you when you cry.
I feel absolutely the same. I actually feel like estrogen. I mean, everything aside, in this specific, estrogen saved my tears.
Yeah.
Because like I can cry now, and I think this is so relieving.
Yeah.
As honestly, so I remember when I like had just started like HRT for a while, and I watched the Wind Rises, And for some reason, in a specific scene, it wasn't even like, probably it's not even that emotional, but I started like to deeply, I mean, it is kind of emotional, but like, I remember I started to cry and I didn't even notice. I just like started crying and it was like, oh my God, I'm crying.
Yeah.
And you know, like, obviously I would get sad in moments, but like, I would never cry out of a movie. And like, it's happened.
Like, you really start to understand what people mean when they say like being in tune with your emotions, because like you're like watching an emotional scene in the movie, you're like, I can really like feel the emotion, right? It's like,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
then it just
But
makes
the
you
thing is,
cry.
like, it's not that I can't feel the emotion when there's like specific. I think it made me feel more emotion. So like when I'm sad, I'm like fucking extremely sad.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like in like moments like this, I felt like I'm sad and I couldn't cry.
Yes.
I simply couldn't cry. And I would be like, I want to cry. But like I couldn't. I would just like be with a blank face, you know? And with HRT, like basically if I'm like sad, what happens? I cry. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
If I'm too happy, I cry. I was like, I remember when we were like together in bed and stuff like this. And I would like grab your arm and start crying because like I love you.
Yeah.
I was like so happy, and I was like generally like maybe because tired and estrogen, but it would be like I love you, I love you. Like I can't imagine. I am so happy. You know?
Yeah.
I would be like cleaning my tears.
You're so adorable. I loved you.
Oh, I love you too. Oh. Valentine's Day episode.
Yeah, only 3 months late. Did we do a Valentine's episode? I think we did.
We're gonna do because we were gonna do the Valentine's episode was the Watanari one.
Yes, exactly.
But we didn't comment about being a Valentine's episode because
until the next episode, I think.
We didn't really comment about the fact that it was Valentine's Day on the podcast. It's not that we didn't care about Valentine's Day. We gave each other gifts, but I think just in the podcast we just didn't really consider Watanari is a romance anime.
Yeah. Well, with some definition.
You can't say it's not romance.
Well, I can't say it's not romance.
It's problematic, but
it's just, it feels like a different genre of romance. You know what I mean? It feels like, I don't know.
This is about love.
Like calling like a harem a romance. Like, it's different, right?
You know, I wouldn't say so. I think maybe even harem animes can be a romance.
When you think about a romance, there's a very specific thing, like kind of thing you imagine, right? When you think of like Watanari, it's different.
I don't know. I feel like Watanari is probably very well defined on romance. It shows like maybe also very tied with drama, but I mean it's probably much more drama than romance. But it's not everything like relates to romance, you know. It's
Yeah,
like
when I think of
love, understanding yourself.
When I think about romance, I think of it usually being about like 2 or 3 people. I don't think about it being like, oh, in this arc we're going to go on dates with this person. This arc we're going to go on dates with this person. This arc we're going to go on dates with this person.
This is what I'm saying is like not specifically like always about romance. It's like not like there is romance. That's what I want to say.
Yes.
Like everything on the anime basically revolves around I forgot the names of the characters already. It's Rena-chan. So
yes.
it's like it all kind of revolves around like Rena understanding herself about love and like related to Mai. But my mic.
Yeah.
But it's like how she feels about Mai, the fact that she avoids Mai, that she doesn't want to like love Mai, that she like meets other people that like she prefers to have Mai, and they understand like their weaknesses, they understand their strengths, and it kind of shows that like it's like all about love, you know, and then they start dating. It's like, what is the girl she actually loves?
Ajisai.
I forgot her name. Ajisai, yes. It's like she feels like Ajisai and she really loves Ajisai, but she also really loves Mai, you know?
Yeah.
And those are complex feelings, you know?
The thing is, like, I actually think the best explanation is one I heard from someone else, which was like watching a harem romance is more akin to watching a sports anime, because it's like you're cheering for a team and you're hoping your team wins.
A wise person once said.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like maybe you're more like this. I don't know. I like the fact that like they both got happy endings, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think a typical romance is more like you have a main couple. You know they're the main two who are going to get together in the end. Maybe there's like a villain, like evil choice, like, oh, in their darkest moments they go to this person, but you always know like who the couple is.
Yeah, sometimes it's very well specified what is the couple that is gonna end up.
I mean, I guess like even in a lot of harems, like that's kind of true, but like all the characters are presented as options, but like you kind of know there's like a main one and a secondary one, right? Although I guess Gotoben no Hanayome is like kind of the exception.
I remember watching Mashiro Iru, and it was kind of like this, you know. It's like, oh, he's like all kind with one specific girl, like, but he also likes the others, you know.
Yeah.
And then in the end, like, he gets the love that is like the main protagonist, basically. And randomly just reminded me of Clannad. I want to watch Clannad.
Oh yeah. I mean,
or read it. I think I said.
I guess the difference with Clannad is like, how do I put it? Well, it's a visual novel where, well, it's a harem visual novel, right? You choose which girl you want. In the game, you can go with anyone, but there is the canon girl, right? There's the canon ending, right?
Yeah.
And the canon ending is what they do in the anime as well. So
that's probably the same idea of Mashiro Iru. I don't know if it's a visual novel, but it really feels like.
You're talking about Mashiro Iru Symphony?
Other routes, you know. Is it? I think yes.
I didn't know you'd watched that. Is that the one with the little cat?
I don't. Maybe I'm saying that. I don't know if this is specific. I really want to search because like they have a club. They have a club. Mashiro Iru Symphony. Yes, yes. This is exact anime. Yes,
I watched this. I didn't really like it. I remember Shige used to love it. It used to be Shige's favorite anime back in the day.
I remember you used to send me the emoji of the girl.
Yes.
The Mashiro, you know, are like confusing. No, they have the club and everything, and like he ends up dating like one of the main girls. Yeah, I think it's this girl with the purple hair. I don't remember exactly what happens, but yes, that I watched it and it's like, I'm gonna be very honest. I don't fucking know if it is, but like by the images, it probably is.
It's very forgettable.
And yeah, but I watched when I was younger as well, on like vacations, and yeah, it's basically like he is always like helping out different girls.
Yes, and that's right. Yeah.
And then he has a main character that he just like he dates with. But you know what this reminds me actually of fuck, I forgot the name of the anime. It's the incest anime.
Yes, Yosugana Sora. I was waiting for you to finish so I could bring this up next. Because I was going to say another interesting example is Yosugana Sora, because have you watched it?
Yes.
Yeah, because Yosugana Sora, it literally it's all the arcs, not at the same time, one after another. It restarts every few episodes to do a different arc.
It's so awesome, right? Because it shows all the routes.
Yes, and there's a few anime which do this, right? There's Photo Kano does the same thing, and
I don't watch it.
Apparently Photo Kano is really bad. I haven't seen it, but I know it does the same thing. And well, I don't know if it really counts, but like the one with the badly drawn lollies who kill people.
Multiple. I don't know.
I'm thinking about Higurashi. That's it. I don't know why I can't remember anything today. But yes, Higurashi no Nakakoro ni, like, that's another thing where it resets every few episodes or so.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I know this is like, because I don't remember, and when I watched it, I didn't really know much about it. I just kind of watched it because people hated it. But school days, as far as I know, it shows like the bad route, right?
Well, as an expert who has played most of the routes of the School Days visual novel, because kind of the point of the game is there is no good route. It's like, no matter what you do, is you're kind of fucked.
But it's the worst one, right? It's like something like that.
Yeah. Well, probably the worst ending is the train ending.
I don't know,
because
I just watched
there's
the
an ending
anime.
where, like, you fall in front of a train and die.
Expected. But I remember when I started watching, it was kind of like I spoiled it myself, because I was like, oh, I started watching School Days. I was like, I don't know what happens at the end. And then I just watched like him getting stabbed and
Yeah.
I was like, checks out about what I'm watching.
Hey, we're planning to rewatch that, right? Because we kind of wanted to talk about it with
and
Will.
we are gonna, and then we're gonna have an actual guest.
Yes,
hopefully. Oh, might be awesome because Will is in the UK.
Oh,
we get us three and we do a podcast.
Yeah.
It would be hype. I don't know if it would be chill with it. But
Yeah.
If
We
everything
can binge
adds
it
up,
together.
I would love to. Yeah.
A 4-hour.
That's
well,
awesome.
It would be
We should do this,
5-hour binge session. Then talk about it.
We should do this. We should message Will and be like, we're gonna, in like 3 weeks, we are planning in doing a School Days podcast. Do you want to join? It's like, yes, but I can't do it. It was like, no, we plan it out and we meet up and do a podcast together. It's gonna be so awesome.
I think even if we don't do a 5-hour binge, like we should at least watch the last episode together, right?
No, we gotta find out how he's gonna go from London to our house.
Yeah. Well, Milton Keynes, train station.
I mean, but like the thing is, like bringing him home.
Hopefully, he'll be able to drive. Well, I can't drive.
If you're hearing this, probably not. Please learn how to
bring
drive.
a bike on the train.
Can you?
They have dedicated
awesome.
bike spaces on the train.
When I like I said, our like city is like we have buses and shit, and like we have the best buses of Brazil, which is like means fucking nothing because they are still terrible. But for a while they were really like adding the idea that you could like use your bike, like leave your bike and like use the bus. And then they started adding that you could like bring your bike with you, and then you use your bike, so like you don't need to do the whole route. You do by bike. And I remember like on the stairs they added like a few spaces that you could like, instead of going for the bike on the stairs, you would just like slide it in.
We do have this kind of thing here as well. Like you can bring a bike on a bus.
Yeah, but the thing is like, buses are not really okay. This is a big problem because like buses are usually there's a lot of people. If you really want to bring a bike, you can't use it on like work times, because like you have a massive bike. I was like, unless you have like a scooter or something that you can like just like fold it and kind of like
well,
there you have it.
They
or,
do
like,
have those
you don't
folding bikes, right?
Yeah, but the thing is like folding bike is much more expensive. Sometimes you buy a bike and you put it there.
Yeah, I don't know. They just have like a few spaces where you can like rest your bike. I guess you'll probably want to be with it still. Although, who's gonna go on a bus to steal a bike? That sounds kind of stupid. There's like so many witnesses.
Brazil, so. I don't know. I feel like my city is pretty safe. Like, yes, you never know when it happens. People are gonna be outrageous and say Brazil is shit. So.
Yeah. Well, I know stealing bikes. It does happen here. People will break bike locks, and they'll do it in broad daylight, and no one will give a shit.
I think like here it doesn't happen as often, but yeah, it's like if you leave something unopened, like if you leave something like without a proper lock, they're gonna do it,
Just like wear a high vis jacket, then like go break the bike lock, you look like you're doing it for someone.
Yeah. This is the idea that like if you wear those like color jacket, like yellow color jackets, you can just do anything you want.
Yeah, it's like Hitman,
like
having a disguise.
inside anything. Yeah, because like if you go like with a stair, I saw like guys that would like bring a stair, and they would like enter like excuse like just say like, and like the people will open because like they are bringing a stair. Why would they
She
bring
means a
not a
ladder.
stair? Yes, I was gonna say sorry. A ladder. They like bring a ladder, like two guys with a ladder and the jackets, and people was like,
Hard hat.
no one. Yes, no one will like bring this if it wasn't for like helping or like fixing the cinema or something, and they would just get inside of the cinema and watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know how real and more fake it was.
I remember watching a YouTuber who did this kind of thing. Was it Max Fosh? I'm not sure. Whoever
Max
it was,
Verstappen, yeah.
they did a video where they broke into like a security conference, and like I can't remember. They just like printed a fake pass based on like what they saw from like photos of the conference from Instagram. They wore a high vis jacket. They had their fake pass or whatever. They just walked in, showed the pass, and then they got in. It's like great security.
This always makes me think, if you like buy a bunch of wristbands of different colors, you can just enter any event.
Free Play City.
Because then yeah, basically, if you go to Free Play City, I was like, oh, I like just enter, The thing is, like, I guess
eventually they might be like, I swear you come in a lot, but I don't ever remember you paying.
I'm like, oh, I paid before you come. I'm like, I opened the store.
You have to learn everyone's schedules.
I don't know. I guess like in specific events, you literally just need to like, what is the color band? And I was like, oh, it's orange. Then you put one orange.
Yeah.
And it's like, sorry, I just went to like the car grab some.
Yeah. Free Play City. Good times.
Then let's play Taiko. I want to go to Free Play City again. To be honest, I can't like if I go to Free Play City now, it's gonna be to play Sound Vortex because they finally upgraded the Sound Vortex cap.
Really?
Not to a Valkyrie model, but they are using an allowed mod apparently now. So
do they have 120 hertz?
Yes, they have
awesome.
120 now. So it feels much better, and it would be for playing Taiko again. I don't know. I would love to play Mai, but it's impossible. So.
Yeah.
Everything else, I don't know if I would really hype up playing.
I saw Emrek saying he really loved playing Mai, and he was like,
every player loves Mai apparently.
He felt like he was like improving really quickly, but he was just like annoyed that he had to go into the city to play it.
Apparently, the Lifeline is incredibly good at Mai as well. The thing is, like, he's Indonesian, so it makes sense.
Yeah, same with Emrek, right? Like,
he's from Australia. It makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Asian.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Australia isn't Asia, but close enough.
Yeah. The thing is, like, there's a huge culture of arcades on Australia. I think Australia is still like licensed. Has like Mai licensed.
Yeah.
Usually, if you buy like a new cap from Mai DX, it comes from an Australia provider. Cause like it's easier. But yeah. I don't know. I would love to play Mai buying a controller at home because I could just play whenever. The thing is, like, it's so fucking expensive. I don't want to spend on them.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah. I don't know. And I guess I prefer Sound Vortex to Mai. I don't know. The thing is, like, Mai looks so interesting to me. The thing is, like, it's so inaccessible.
I don't know why I like Mai. I never really... It doesn't really draw me in super much. It looks pretty fun. I still think I prefer, like, Taiko and Sound Vortex.
I think the Taiko idea is much more... I don't know, I guess it's because it's more modern, maybe. And there's, like, a huge-ass community on Mai. Taiko also has a pretty big community, but it's like, I don't know, Taiko is pretty awesome. It's like very basic that you kind of need to, it takes time to master. Same thing with all reading games, kind of.
Do you think Raruchi is really good at Jubeat?
Because he had the Jubeat shit, right?
Yeah, because he plays with a Jubeat skin, yeah.
Yeah,
Actually,
I
come
don't
to think
know.
of it, he might have had like a Jubeat video on his channel back in the day.
Do you think someone plays Jubeat nowadays? I'm just kidding.
That's true. They had, how many machines? Didn't they have like three Jubeat machines?
Yeah,
and,
they
like,
had 3.
No
But
one ever played it. And we tried it and it was pretty shitty.
I wouldn't say it's cheating. It's just like, it's not as interesting as I thought it would be.
No.
But what was I expecting anyways? I just think like apparently Jubeat cabs are rather cheap, and you know there's like a still very faithful community to it. Then you know, it's a fun game.
Yeah.
And I don't think there's many controllers of Jubeat.
It seems like it'd be pretty easy to make a controller for. I don't know. I guess you need the screen.
Yeah.
Under the,
yeah, exactly.
Under the buttons,
the problem is the monitor, I think. Well, I don't know how it works, but
yeah, I guess you got like a clear monitor with like transparent buttons or whatever.
Yeah. But what other games? They had Dance Rush. Dance Rush is like, you can't do this at home, you know.
Oh,
but apparently Dance Rush has...
I would love to play it more.
Me too.
I kind of want to play it in private so I can get good at it without people watching me.
I don't think you can play Dance Rush in private unless you do like ghosting. Not ghosting, but like reading. I've heard something of like some players like they didn't have like pads for like DDR and pop it up. They would just like play like watching the video. It would be like, oh, I'm gonna like because like I have like a squarey pattern on the ground. They would just be like, they would be like, I'm gonna just like follow the same thing while watching a video. And my sister used to
play Guitar Hero and Rock Band. Just watch the video.
I mean, the thing is like, that was not as fun. But my sister used to watch like Just Dance videos. Which was like, we didn't have a console at the time because I sold mine to build a PC. And she didn't want to pay for it. So she was like, I'm gonna search like a video of it. Because like, you know, Just Dance doesn't really it's not really a reading game, you know. It's not even like truly like, they don't really judge you by like how well you do. It's kind of just like random shit.
Yeah. Well, unless you play on, surely it's better on Connect, right?
Yeah, I mean, Connect is the best way to play it. But apparently it's not really... Also, it's very old. You probably won't have new songs. So... But, it's like... As far as I know, the tracking, even Connect, and the judging is not really like on like rhythm properly, you know? It's like if you do the moments perfectly, just like kind of random, you know, if you are gonna get it right or not.
But it's like, I'm sure you could optimize it. You could like figure out the minimum movements you could do. But like, that's not the fun, isn't it? You want to just dance along.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they don't want to make it a written game. They want to make it like a game that people buy.
Yeah, exactly. Because it makes me think about how like people doing like DDR, people who are really good at DDR, like they barely move their feet a lot at the time. They'll hit like the pads with like, oh, they use their toes for this one and their heel for this one, toe, heel. So they're like sort of like just like shuffling their feet a little bit. And I'm like, this is not the intention of the game. The intention is to be jumping around, like moving your body, right?
It's not the intention, but like it's what they learn. But you know, a game that is actually the Just Dance, but actual reading game, it's made by Harmonix. Do you know it?
Made by Harmonix.
Dance Central.
Dance Central. I forgot that was made by Harmonix.
Yes, I just searched it and I found out it was made by them. But people say this is actually the dance game that it actually like is kind of like supposed to be following your movements really precisely. So if you don't do, it's because you fucked up.
Fucking based. They don't miss a trick. Do you know about the DJ remix game? We should fucking play that.
DJ Hero?
No. Well, DJ Hero wasn't Harmonix. That was Neversoft. But what's it called? It came out like 2020 or something like that.
DJ
Once again, I
Remix.
can't fucking remember anything.
It's like popular?
Harmonix Mix. Is it called Mixer? It's called Mixer.
Okay, Mixer. I don't know about this.
Is it called Mixer? Maybe not.
Man, randomly I'm so hungry.
Fuser, not Mixer.
Fuser, okay.
Have you heard of Fuser?
No.
It's like, it's barely even a game, honestly. It's like literally... Oh, are you okay? Yeah. So basically, you play as a DJ, right? They have a bunch of licensed songs. You have, and the track is split into stems. And the point is, you have like the drums, the bass, the lead, and the vocals channel. And you just like do mashups. And it's just like set up so it's really easy to make mashups. It's like, oh, I want the vocals of this song with like this shit or whatever. You can choose the BPM, you can choose the key. It's
that's
like
what DJs wish DJing was like.
Yeah. And you know what's fucking awesome? There's like a shit ton of mods for it. So like people just put in whatever songs they want. And like I remember Asai, the Guitar Hero guy, he used to do live streams where he would like take requests of what mashup to do, and it would be the most ridiculous shit. It'd be like, and it would work. It would sound fucking awesome.
You know, I really wanted to get into DJing. I like checked out so much shit about DJing.
You'll be the trans girl DJ, like in my car.
Yeah, the stereotype. Yeah. Oh, did you see that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but like I really like wanted to get into DJing. And the problem with DJing is that you need the equipment for it, and it takes money.
Yeah. I remember actually at my secondary school they had like a posh like DJ deck, and I was like, whoa, that's pretty awesome.
I remember one day I went to my sister's school, and they were doing like an event. I went to the sports field, and it was like the closed sports field. That was like the event was all happening there. I looked to the right and there's like an Alienware laptop, and I was like, why the fuck does a school have an Alienware laptop? I was just like, holy shit.
Do you know who owns Alienware?
No.
It's Dell. Is this a Dell computer?
Oh yeah, true, yes, I know about it. But yeah, Alien fucking sucks.
Yeah.
They kinda always did. It's kinda like Razer, you know?
I remember everyone fucking hated Alienware, and more than Razer, like, surely.
No, but
Razer felt like
Razer, right?
Oh, if you sorry, not Razer, Alienware. I was saying it backwards. If you had Alienware, felt like they marketed towards like people who want to get into PC gaming and know no better. It's like the console experience for PCs, but you're gonna get kind of scammed.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, is like Alienware was always like an incredible scam.
Yeah.
It was like never worth doing Alienware shit.
Apparently it could be good if you got like a refurbished one.
I mean, yes, but that's not the point.
You still probably might as well get a refurbished normal PC.
But I don't know, Razer, I remember Razer was like because Razer was like really the boom of like gamer peripherals, you know?
Yeah.
They were like really at the beginning with the Chroma stuff, I remember it. They were advertising Chroma with everything, and I would be like, whoa, Chroma.
There was definitely like the Apple of peripheral brands.
Yeah.
Because like the quality wasn't necessarily great, but they had the branding. Like people loved the brand, right?
Yeah. But the thing is, like, eventually people were just like, why would I get a Razer if I can get like a good mouse like Logitech or something like that? Like people stopped caring about like, it's kind of like, it feels like those fashion trends, which people like wear Supreme everywhere. And then like people find out like, why are you wearing Supreme everywhere? It's like, it doesn't make any fucking sense. Then Supreme fucking dies, you know?
Didn't Shige have like a Razer Death Adder or something?
He had a sponsor from Razer.
He did,
So,
yeah. Maybe that's why he had one.
He had a sponsor from Razer from his chair also. And another thing, I don't remember which one was. It was like he racing the chair, and I don't remember the other one. Yeah, he had the cheater keyboard. Remember that?
The cheater keyboard?
It's not the cheater keyboard, but it's like if you wanted to be good, you would buy the Shige keyboard, basically.
Yeah, because like everyone who wanted to be good would just buy Shige's peripherals.
I think that's the only reason I have a 480, to be honest.
Yeah. I've been thinking about this recently. Like, think about this. Is actually philosophy here. Osu philosophy. Everyone who, like, I would say probably like 95% of Osu players who, like, try to go serious in the game buy a tablet, right?
Yeah.
I'd say, like, at least. It's, like, crazy high. Okay. But now think about how many top players play with mouse. It's definitely a higher proportion than that. Is mouse actually the pro peripheral?
But the thing is, like, I guess people who play with... I'm going to be very honest. When people say, like, oh, tablet is better than mouse, mouse is better than tablet, it's always like, whatever you prefer, you know? The thing is, like, if you like playing with mouse, like, can you get good with tap hacks? You can, you know. There was Amelia, there was other examples. There was Miss Magius. Well, not as much nowadays.
Miss Magius has a silly playstyle.
His playstyle like fucking weird. But, you know, sadly there aren't like many exponential like players that play tap hacks nowadays.
Can I just say, do you remember that Miss Magius wouldn't he press with the tablet and the keyboard at the same time? Like,
and he said he hates laser for this specific reason, because then it counts like as a miss always, kind of.
Really?
Apparently, yes.
Oh. They should fix that. We need that goat back.
He still plays. He sometimes grinds scores.
Probably plays stable.
Well, he plays stable, I think. But I think the thing with like tablet, like which one is better, tablet or mouse? I think it has been the first time that we have like the same, not same amount, but like if you see a top player, it's like not guaranteed that they play mouse. And like Evaxa plays mouse.
Yeah,
sure, right?
Evaxa and Liliel.
Secret Box. Chikuni as well. This is like, you know, it's like, I think this is the time
I would say that's like, depending on who you ask, that's like 3 of the top 5 players, right? Named right there.
Yeah. And it's like best players of. I generally feel like they are extremely awesome players. Like people are saying that like you don't need a tablet to be good, but people sometimes just prefer a tablet because it's like absolute positioning. It's much more comfortable maybe than playing with a mouse most of the time.
Playing tablet, but I guess I'm used to it.
Yeah.
I heard someone saying that a lot of top players these days say mouse is better for like stability in streams and stuff like that.
Because it flows better.
Yeah. Well, so it's probably true that each device has its advantages and disadvantages. And maybe in this era where maybe like streams and speed is like a higher priority, maybe mouse might be more beneficial. You never know.
I don't know.
Maybe Kryshina should start playing with mouse because he can't aim.
As Saifu would probably be able to play mouse if he grinded a bit.
I saw a clip of like someone asked Emrek like who's the worst aim player in the top 50. He's like, the worst aim player. He's like, he's like, Scyther. It's definitely Scyther. Scyther has the worst aim I've ever seen. I was like, damn.
The video was him reacting to Humiliation Supreme.
Yes.
From Kryshina, and he was like, how do you stream everything this? You get like 70 UR or like a 400 BPM stream, and then you like miss on like you miss aim like a 5-star stream.
Yeah, I think that's the exact point.
I was like, this guy has like the worst aim on the top 10, and then he like, goes check. And
I remember as well. He said like, with you are like this, like you're streaming, you're like streaming 280 BPM. I forget what BPM it was, but like you're streaming X BPM, but like with the UR, I would get on like 180. Just retry spam it. This is 180 BPM for you.
He would have like, if I could do this, I would just like grind this the whole fucking day until FC. And then he's like, I was like, does this guy has like the worst aim on the top 10? He was like, let me check it. And then he went to check out, and I was like, oh, it's like Toro, and it's like all the crazy plays. And he sees Saifo's like, no, Saifo definitely is the worst. Saifo can't aim for life.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Oh, it's chat.
Yeah, that's crazy. We're kind of shifting so well through topics this time.
It is crazy. We've gone through so many. I don't know what we're gonna name this episode anymore.
Crazy mashup.
I do like how to watch anime though.
How to watch anime. We can maybe if we say how to watch anime, it can be misleading.
People like anime podcasts. You know, we'll draw people back with the anime angle.
I love anime. Do you love anime?
You know, we've actually been recording for what, like an hour and a half. It's kind of flown by.
Yeah, it's awesome. I want to keep talking. I had something to say, but I completely forgot. Which is, oh yeah, I have a 480 just because of Shige, basically. And when you said like about peripherals, I generally thought you were gonna say like, if you wanna be a top player nowadays, you gotta have a Wooting or a Sayo device.
It's true, yeah. And guess what? I have a Wooting. Also, I literally did.
Device.
I literally did buy one of Shige's keyboards, and I bought Shige's monitor as well.
Ah, yes, true. I don't know. When I went to check for monitors, I kind of just like specifically searched for like a monitor I would like to use that was like cheap. And like cheap and good.
Yeah.
And I got an AOC one that's like 180.
I will say though, actually, because when I got a 480, I started using this like really thin, like the molded pen. And I remember sort of not finding it super comfortable. I ended up buying a 470 pen, which is more chunky and consistent, and I found that way more comfortable. For ages, I used that pen on a 480. But eventually, at one point, I don't know, maybe I was mind blocked or something, and then I tried this pen again, and I was like, oh, it really kind of like fits your hand nicely, and I kind of never went back.
So I have the 480 pen. Before I had it, you can see it's like all fucking destroyed because I don't know. I like when I was younger, I loved to buy things like this. And chill things. You can see also.
I'm the only Osu player who still has my buttons.
Yeah, you can see like how fucking destroyed is the bottom because I kept.
Oh, you have one without a rubber.
Yeah, I have the CTL. You have the CTH, which is the difference, like touch and eraser. Yeah, I had the 4071, which is the black one with a thick pen. And why did I buy the 480? Because Shige Glaze. Everyone says to tell it was better.
I think I bought the 470. Is it 471? I don't know. That pen because of Marucci as well. To be honest, I used to play with Marucci's exact resolution because he used to have like his resolution and tablet area in his profile.
But that's what I would do as well. I would go like to top players and I would be like, I'm gonna try their area. Find the special trick. This area will save your life.
I remember Shige always used to change area like multiple times throughout a stream. I remember my friends being like, how can you do that? But I was like, I don't know, you actually get used to an area like surprisingly quickly.
I change area constantly, but usually it's between like I have like a not very specific setup, but it's like a setup that I can set up in any place I go because I memorize from hand. One, I need to set the aspect ratio lock, so it will be 16:9 because tablets are not 16:9. If I do this, it will lock up. Then I put align center. It aligns to the center always.
Oh,
and then
I have mine in the corner.
Oh no, I
like to rest my hand like on the tablet. I don't like having my hand like off the tablet at all. It's kind of hard to show.
I just got used to it already. Maybe it would change, but I can't. It makes me uncomfortable because now I use the tablet so much that it's smoothed out the area, so it feels good to me. If I go to and it feels like weird.
I think the other thing that's interesting is you said you use the same aspect ratio as your monitor. I have mine squished, so the sides are closer than top to bottom.
I absolutely cannot use like different aspect ratio. I feel like
you get used to it. It like takes 2 seconds to get used to.
But I don't want to. No,
Why
I
don't you
got
want to?
use.
I genuinely feel like my hand like has better motion, like not enough motion range like for left to right compared to up.
Yeah,
down.
I definitely feel like I don't have as well, but I don't really get used to it. One day I might try, but and I think is it the width? I think it's the width. I was like, the width needs to be around 70 to 50, and I keep changing from 70 to 50 always. No, I think it's millimeters.
Oh, okay.
Millimeters. I think it's another.
I think my tablet area is quite big, to be honest.
So open tablet driver. I'm opening it right now, people. Sorry.
Oh, I should do the same. Let's see.
So my width currently is 60 millimeters. And every time I change the width, it changes like the height as well.
Oh, okay.
So the width needs to be between 70 and 50, and I keep switching around it whenever I feel more comfortable. Usually when I'm playing like jump maps, like very intense jump maps, I go like, fuck, I can't aim this. Then I change to like a smaller area, and I can aim this because it's like less traveling.
Yeah. See, it's funny because I made my area smaller last time I played, I think. And if you look, I send you a screenshot. I use 90 across by 70. So this
You're
is
playing a fucking. She plays in like a 1x1 square. How
it's not 1x1. It's like 4x3 or something.
It looks so weird.
But I don't know. I think it helps me do the side to side. You know.
Probably, yeah. You're probably right.
If you think about it, like if you're using like the 2x1 aspect ratio or approximately, you have to like move your hand like twice as far to go to the side as up and down. Well, I guess Osu is in a square. Well, like a 4x3 square. So
I think it doesn't matter much.
I don't know. It's more comfortable for me. I remember back in the day, I used to like try to do maths about it. I was like, I'd like move my hands like as far as feels comfortable, and then I would like tune it so I could fit the box of Osu, and then I do the same for vertical.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Now I just vibe it out.
I just play whatever, and if I feel like my aim is to like, it's kind of like traveling is getting uncomfortable, you're like, oh, I'm gonna make it smaller. And if I play like, it usually goes like, if I'm playing a stream map and it feels too awkward to aim the streams, I just make it bigger. If I'm playing a jump map and it's hard to aim the jumps, I just make it smaller. And that's kind of how it works.
I think it's the right thing to do, honestly. I think changing your area is like a good thing to do. Like it helps with mind block and stuff.
I had a friend who he plays Osu, and he has a thing that he can never like use the same area for like 30 minutes or some shit like this. That's because like he gets very good using a new area, and he gets shit at it. Then he would just he found out that if he kept changing his area all the time, he would just always play WoW.
Yeah, well, it's like what I was saying about like mind block, right?
Yeah. The randomized block.
I was gonna say we were watching Emmerich play the randomized mod. I think as well with like the
ugly.
Yeah, but it was kind of hype when he was hitting those patterns on Dreaming Attraction.
Okay, but the patterns exist on the normal map as well.
I remember there was like a really old video by Etienne. Rest in peace. He's not dead. He just stopped like making YouTube videos.
No, he didn't. He's Runner Boy.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but so I remember he talked about like mirror mode in like rhythm games, and he was like, really, I think this is probably something Osu should have. Allow the user to flip the gameplay however you want, because it's the same thing, just in different directions, and lots of rhythm games have it when Osu doesn't. I'm like, yeah, fair enough. But like, it's kind of weird because like hard rock.
I think randomized mod. A randomized mod is different than a flip mod, because there's.
I'm specifically talking about mirror, just because I think randomized should not even be allowed on the leaderboard. I think it's crazy that it is.
That's what I was gonna say. I don't mind changing like inverting shit. So like you play hard rock, but like as no mod basically.
Yeah.
And both mirror, which is like left is go to right, basically. I think randomized looks so fucking ugly and completely defeats the point of map. It generally looks like AI generated mapping.
Yeah, and I can just imagine like, I don't know, like some kind of legendary number one, and someone just like fine tunes like the random parameters to like make the map easier somehow, and they're like, okay, I'm gonna snipe this person.
That's generally how I feel about like rate change as well.
Yes.
Because it feels like oh like I can't properly aim this map. So I'm gonna like I can play DT properly, but no one really can. So I'm just gonna put in like 1.3, something like this. Then MREC gets number one. It's like, oh, MREC is high, but like I don't think it should be ranked.
Yeah, I'm okay with them being like saved to online. I think what I said to you was just like, have them off as default. Don't count them as number ones, but like have an option to show them if you want.
I think there should be like a toggle.
Yeah, exactly.
Like classic score, which is like fun mods. When you turn on fun mods, it shows like the fun mods.
But I really think like you shouldn't be able to have it on like by default. It should just be like, if you go to the map page, you see the normal rankings, but there's like a way to enable the hidden.
It's the same thing with classic scoring. I think classic scoring should be disabled by default, but you can enable it, you know?
Yeah, honestly.
I think it's saved every time you use it. If you are bothered with it, it's like literally one toggle and you just keep using forever.
I like the 1 million score cap. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, me too. I fully agree with you. I think it's just score V2 but good.
Yeah.
I was gonna say the only problem I have with classic scoring is because Osu now defaults to laser mode. So sometimes I'm like not logged in on my phone and I go to Osu, like check a leaderboard, and I'm like, there's a shit ton of like laser plays that I don't really care about. And then I'm like, oh, here's the play I want to see, you know?
Yeah. Well, thankfully, like Osu Plus has now been updated to work on laser mode.
Mods, yes,
with
awesome.
API v2, so it's so much faster. You can use it on the laser site.
Oh my god, I honestly don't know why they still use Legacy for so long.
What do you mean Legacy? Oh, the old API. Yeah.
The Legacy API, yeah.
I've been wishing for an API v2 for ages. Well, it's probably just because it forces laser scores, right? Well, actually, I think you can specifically filter to stable only. But I think it's more complicated and not worth it, unless you're specifically just going to say like, oh, this is a laser score version. Because I had the same problem when working on my program to help me find fish things. Because I switched to API v2 and I was like, now I'm getting laser scores and I wasn't before. Okay. But that also means you get fucking rate change appearing in your results, and there's no output. There's no output to say the rate, or even if there is rate change at all. It's just listed as DT. And I had a thing that was automatically calculating PP, and like you'd have someone who was playing like 1.1 times speed, and my bot would be like, oh, it's a double time play, so we'll calculate it as if it's double time PP, and then the PP would be fucking insane. They'll be like
3k PP, and I was like, the DT is like 1.1, 1.05.
Yeah.
Well, I think I sent you a screenshot before.
Yes.
And the thing is, like, it generally felt like, if it's not a crazy ass map that maybe people don't really play, the thing is, like, I think this one was Galaxy Collapse. And then I feel like everyone is playing a different map, you know?
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I think maybe I'm too purist, but I think, like, obviously I want implementations of different ones. I want to like at least keep the map in like a certain way that it is. I think DT, people say like, oh, but rate change doesn't just change the rate of the map. I think like Osu had always a big culture that I don't think it needs to be changed of like, you have no mod and DT is like 1.5 and like that's it for me. You can have rate change. I just don't think it's like, because there was Osu Trainer and people would set crazy scores on Osu Trainer. I just don't think it should be like rankable.
Yeah, I
Because
think
then
it's
every map becomes like a comfort map, and I don't like this idea. I like the idea
Yeah.
that you need to challenge yourself.
Yeah. I was gonna say as well, like, I think it's still gonna be hype. Like, if a player wants to do like, I FC'd the apparition 1.1 times speed or whatever. It's like, whoa, that's awesome. But it's like not ranked. It's still a cool moment, but it just isn't on the leaderboard. I just think
exactly.
like go to like a laser leaderboard for like a pretty hard map. It's just so cluttered with all these different symbols of like crazy shit.
It's exactly what I sent you about Galaxy Collapse.
Yeah, it's just
I was like, there's so many symbols, and the thing is, like, the score calculation with those fun mods, they like all weirded, because they are weird because they don't really have a proper calculation on what to do yet, but they want to make all the ranks, all the mods like rankable. So like you have crazy ass leaderboards.
I don't know. I lost my train of thought.
just I don't know how you're gonna cut this. My mom just appeared, and today's her birthday. I went up and gave her a hug, and I said, and she kept talking with me. So,
you were like, I'm recording, and she was like, so
I
what?
don't care. That's her birthday. She is allowed to.
Yeah.
Well, she does it this even when it's not her birthday. I'm sorry for completely destroying the Oxasol. Because my mom appeared here, I forgot to tell you something I thought about. Yesterday, my mom was like, I made your bed for you. She never really does that. I guess she kind of just felt like it doing it, or maybe she wants me to kind of be like happy enough to give her a happy birthday or something like that.
Yeah.
But I got to the bed, and I have a very specific setup because I generally don't like. And I was like, okay, she made the bed for me. I was like, I'm not gonna bother making it, when I go to sleep, because usually I just make the bed when I'm gonna go to sleep.
Yeah.
So like, said happy birthday to her. Kept using the computer. I was like, yes, now it's time to sleep. And the setup I use is there's a blue blanket that I really like the feel of it. There's a weighted blanket because it gives weight, and on top of it there's like a light blanket that I like the feeling of it, like touching it, that like tells me where the top of the is. And this is actually very specific. It has on both sides. It has a design. I like the colorful design on the top that is like a bunch of stripes. And the other side is like a gray one that I don't find very appealing. So I go to my bed, and remember, blue blanket, weight blanket, and stripes on top.
Yeah.
I went to my bed, and there was the weighted blanket that I really don't like the feel of it. Then there was the blue blanket, and there was the top blanket, but it wasn't the stripe setup. It was inverted. It was like the gray design. And I was like, I never should allow my mom to make my bed again, because she thinks that she's doing a very nice thing, but it actually distresses me so fucking much. I went to sleep, and I was like horrified because I was so tired, but I was like feeling terrible because I couldn't feel good on bed.
Well, guess what? It's never gonna happen ever again, darling.
Yeah, hopefully, because there's still
unless I turn evil.
No. This will happen. Like, maybe it can happen in 6 days. Like, my bed is all a mess, and I was like, I made the bed for you. It's like, no.
With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's time for all of us to go to bed. Can I just say, to listen to this episode, you need a fucking PhD in a lot of subjects. I don't know how anyone's gonna take all of this in.
I think it's fun.
To be fair, sometimes I listen to a podcast I really like, and they go into a subject I don't give a shit about or know anything about, but I still listen to it, so fair enough.
I listen to podcasts like it's been a while I don't listen to the games podcast. They sometimes getting topics that like they really all know well, or even like a specific game that I didn't play, and they they start talking, I just like start imagining how the game is in my head because I can't possibly know how like what they are talking about.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's kind of cool. Like, there's some podcasts I've listened to a few times where like I imagine the things they talk about in a certain way, and that's like the image I have in my head, and I'm probably never gonna know what it actually looks like. You know what?
I like to leave it to imagination.
Yeah. Anyway,
Well, that being said,
this has been super fun. Thank you for listening.
absolutely, I love doing this podcast.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like every day we are doing longer and longer episodes, but I love doing it.
Every
love
time we get
talking and
around the 1 hour 30 mark, I kind of think I should probably think about ending this. And hey, we've gone to 1 hour 50, as far as I can see.
Oh, there's gonna be editing stuff.
Yeah.
We're gonna go to 1 hour 35 or something like this.
But yeah,
Anyways,
thank you so much for listening. I have been Millie, and this has been Pigo. And
bye-bye.
bye-bye. We're signing out. See you next time for episode 12.
Oh, Osu reference.
Yes, for episode 12, where maybe we'll talk about Arakawa Under the Bridge, or perhaps Death Note, we'll see.
Or I mean, none of the two, because I said you had the crazy idea for an episode.
Oh, that's true, I wanted to do that this time, and I just forgot.
Oh, really? I thought it was for next episode.
Okay, we can do it next time. No, I was like planning to do it this week. Oh well.
Okay.
Bye-bye!
Bye-bye.
I'm gonna stop recording.